Hello everyone, welcome to Rabonic Cards and what is my first box opening. Today we're going to be looking at the hobby box for the new 2025-2026 UEFA Club Competitions Topps flagship product. This is a new product that just came out, but I think it's pretty familiar to most card collectors out there. The cool thing about this is that it's a little bit more approachable, much lower price point than Topps Chrome or something like Merlin, which I think we'll see a lot more of later in the year. But I'm really looking forward to opening this box and hunting some Lamine Yamal Superfractor autos. They've got these really cool, like best of the best cards with some legends like Ronaldinho. Anyway, I can't wait to open this. Let's rip. Right, so here we are. We're going to open, as I say, the 2025-2026 Topps UCC Flagship product. Now, I opened one of these boxes yesterday just to get a feel for the box itself and just to see what cards I could pull. I was a little anxious, so I had to go for it. And so here you can see some of the cards that I've actually already pulled. And I kind of want to just go through them to talk a little bit about design so that y'all can get a feel before we even open this box about what's actually inside. So first, let's start with the biggest quote-unquote hit, and that is a relic from Celtic midfielder Reo Hatate. Now, if you're looking at this, you may be thinking, geez, that's the hit, that's the relic, he didn't get an auto. The reality is yes. So in fact, there isn't like a breaker's beginner's luck here or anything like that. This was in fact the best card, I guess, in general. And it's kind of cool. I mean, I like the relic design itself. You get a little bit of the Celtic green in there, which I think actually is quite unique. Wish it was an auto, wish it was numbered, but the reality is that was the best card that I pulled in the last hobby box. So we're looking for much luckier round this time with the Topps flagship. But I think actually the coolest card, the card that I'm happiest about, was this 8-bit. These 8-bits are just some of the coolest design cards, I think. I know they've kind of divided the community. Not everyone is totally crazy about them in the card collecting space, but for me, they're really cool. They're really nice designed, and I was lucky enough to get a Neymar Jr. PSG version out of 99, as you can see. So I mean, you've got the great kit, the white PSG kit from a few years ago. You know, these are, I think, really high quality cards, and I was super lucky and happy to pull one of these yesterday. I think in terms of value, it's probably not worth so much money, but in terms of just like general happiness and sort of like the fun of it, I really enjoyed pulling that card. Now, this isn't a rookie, unfortunately, but Andreas Sheldrup out of 50. I like you can see kind of the raindrop. It's not immediately clear, but you can see in the background, if I pull it a bit, that like hollow raindrop feel. I really think that's a great addition to this collection here, and I was lucky enough to pull a 50 Andreas Sheldrup. And then we've got two other numbered cards. First one out of 99 is a Denzel Dumfries. You can see again, ooh, this is actually better to see that raindrop kind of design than with the Sheldrup. But this is only out of 99. And then we have another Celtic, this time a forward, Dyson Maeda out of 150. I think that the blue and the green match really well here. I really like the just overall design of this. Just wish it was a slightly different player. So without further ado, I think we're going to get into this. I'm going to leave these right here. And the idea would be to replace them as we find something hopefully better this time around. So without further ado, let's get into this box. Let's rip. Okay. So got my trusty box cutter here. I'm going to just go and get ahead inside. And then I think that one of the cool things about the flagship product in general, I mentioned it at the top, but it's just worth pointing out here that like the Topps flagship product in general, I think is one of these like approachable kind of retail collectors kind of editions. So you're not going to find maybe the high-end design. Certainly card quality is not going to be the same as it would with something like higher end and more expensive. But I think in general, that approachability is actually a really fun way to kind of kick off this new card season. So that's why I'm just really excited to get into this. So you'll remember, in fact, the reason I've got to pull this back here is that this box contains a lot of cards. There are a lot of cards inside of this thing. And so like what ends up happening is I can't actually fit to open it there. So we're going to pull it over this side and I'm just going to start making stacks. And you're going to see it is a lot of packs that we're going to have to open today. So we're going to try to build two little piles. And you can see here, this is quite a lot of cards. So if you've seen any other box openings, watched any other box openings, it's likely that they try to speed this up, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. But the other thing I wanted to just bring up, so we've got the typical Topps flagship packs here. But we also have a really special flagship edition pack. Now this is where, if we're going to find something super valuable, I think it's going to be inside this, so we're going to save it for last. Yesterday I didn't pull anything really super interesting, otherwise I would have put it in these cards here. But I've seen some really great videos of people pulling things like, autos of Neymar, autos of Ronaldinho, autos of whoever, as well as some really cool relics. And the really interesting thing is that this pack is essentially a preview of the more higher end, more expensive Topps Chrome product that will come out later this year. And so they kind of have given this little teaser, I think, which is pretty fun. And honestly, the designs are great. So let's see what we get inside here. But before we get to that fun pack, let's just get straight into it with the regular Topps flagship product. Okay, so off the bat here, we've got Lewandowski. I'm going to try to go pretty quickly with these because there are a lot of packs. And so unless there's something super interesting looking in here, or if there's something with a really interesting design, for example, there are these Roots cards. Maybe you've seen them on social media. Roots cards are like sort of the original edition, or like whatever team a player started to like make noise from. So like, for example, there's a really cool Ronaldinho with PSG. There's a really, really exciting Ronaldo with PSV Eindhoven. And so like that could be an example of a card we would maybe spit. Of course, as I say that, I think we've got something actually kind of nice here. So Lewandowski, Giovanni Quenda, really exciting prospect. This is not a rookie because he's been around for a while, but if you were collecting cards last year, Quenda was a major rookie chase. You got Elliot Anderson. We're going to keep Elliot there because he's actually obscuring the more fun card that I think is to come later. Oops, I skipped some cards here. Berea, Tavernier. Yes, okay, there we go. So then we've got also Odegaard. And then I think these are really cool. They're just like a typical insert. These aren't rare or anything like that. Born Champ Vlahovic from Juventus. That's a really cool card. Now, the exciting thing, let's see what Elliot Anderson, the fighting Scotsman turned Englishman, is hiding here. So, okay, I think, let's see, it's a midfielder from Newcastle. I think I know who this is. It's definitely a numbered card. Where were the numbers again? Okay, bottom down here. So, out of 99, I think this is a Joel Linton. And it is a green Joe Linton out of 99. I like this. This is not the raindrop edition that we saw with some of the other ones from the last pack that I opened, the last hobby box rather. But Joe Linton, a great player out of 99. Would have loved a little bit lower scarcity, but hey, we'll take what we can get. And that's going to be our first, out of our first pack, our first numbered card. We should have 4 numbered cards in here, as well as the relic or auto. We'll see what we get. I'm going to replace Dumfries. Now, let's actually get rid of Maida. So we have the best versions, the best cards from all the boxes that I opened over here in front of our eyes. So, second pack. We're going to try to move a little quicker. Got my man Camavinga to start. Looks like these are all pretty standard. Solanke, Ngoma. That's a really big rookie chase card if you're looking for like the rookies to look for in this edition, this set. Ngoma from Liverpool is definitely it. We have Kenan Yildiz. It does look like we have another exciting card here, so we're going to move that to the front. Kimmich, Pavlidis, João Pedro, and let's see what's hiding behind you. What is hiding behind you, Yildiz? Okay, it's definitely another numbered card. It looks like it's a rookie. That's pretty exciting. So, what do we got here? Forward from Chelsea. If this is my man Estevao, we could be rolling here. Let's see. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Estevao, I should say, is like one of the other rookie chase cards in here. I don't know how he's still a rookie. He's had Palmeiras rookies. He had rookies last year with all the Topps products, but he's still a rookie apparently. And this looks like I missed out. This is an out of... Oh, actually... It's not even a numbered card. What am I talking about? This is just one of those flow orange. This is a special insert. There's a lot of these, and just like a refractor basically. But it's Muka. I don't actually know who that guy is. I need to do my research a bit more on Muka. But either way, rookie card, refractor, not so bad. We're going to put him over there in a special pile, but he doesn't make the top loader list. Sorry for the anticipation build-up. Thought we had something a little nicer. Let's see. Diallo, Isco, Nico O'Reilly, and this is one of those cool inserts. I kind of like these trophy chasers. They have them for all the different competitions in Europe that are featured in this set, so Champions League, Conference League, and Europa League. I think they're pretty cool inserts, honestly. They're not worth anything, but they are pretty exciting anyway. Maida, Rodrigo Mora, Ibrahim Mbaye, PSG legend. If I didn't say so at the top, I'm definitely hunting all PSG Special Edition cards. So this is just a nice Future Stars Ibrahim Mbaye, who just had a wonderful CAN competition with Senegal, future champions. Excuse me, drop my cards there. So Ibrahim Mbaye, nice card, and Anjoan Boni, another great young French prospect currently playing in Italy. Let's speed this up a bit here. Let's see. Okay, kicking things off on this third pack, Fernan Torres, Romelu Lukaku, Ali Watkins. This is an 8-bit from Lars Ricken. I just love these 8-bit designs. They are so good. I'm sorry. If you don't like these, I don't get it. They're so fun. And like even the base cards, like this is just a base one as opposed to the Neymar that I showed earlier from yesterday. This is just a great card. I'm sorry. If you don't like this, I don't get you. Patrick Schick, Bruno Guimaraes, Omar Janet, and Minamino from Monaco. Okay. Moving right along here. Okay. Another interesting rookie. I'm going to try to shout out all the main rookies that I come up against or confront sort of here. Franco Mastantuono from Real Madrid. This guy is obviously taking the Europe by storm. I think he's had a sort of a less than exciting debut to the season, but he's clearly got a lot of talent. I was very upset when he didn't join PSG this summer. So Mastantuono, Arthur Tate, Alexis McAllister, Michael Bresser, and one of these other raindrop inserts, Kenneth Taylor. I don't know. This is a nice card. It's not worth anything, but man, that's a really nice looking card. You also have Miles Lewis-Skelly, another former rookie card chase from last year, Warren Zaire-Emery, and Conference League champions Chelsea celebrating at the end. Just some nice cards there. Nothing special so far. We've got the numbered Joe Linton. Blazy collects, will love that if he ever watches this video. As the resident Newcastle fan in the card collector community. Guirassy, Igor Jesus, Virgil van Dijk, and here is our first roots card with Javier Zanetti and Inter. Great looking card. Again, this is not worth anything. It's not exactly rare. It's not numbered, unfortunately. If I can get a numbered roots card, that'd be lovely. But it's such a great looking card. Look at that thing. Zanetti, legend. Samu from Porto, Sam Sturr from Ajax, Marquinhos, the captain, and Giuliano Simeone. Pardon, sorry. Hup, okay. James Madison to kick off this pack. Looks like we got another trophy chasers. Frankie de Jong, Guela Doué. Rookie card, interesting, by the way. Guela Doué is like 25 years old and been around forever. And, as you may guess, the brother of Desiree Doué. Savino, another trophy chasers. Vinny, I kind of like this. I'm telling you, good card. Leandro Santos from Benfica. Caratzas. This guy is going to get a move. He is quite a player. And then Luis Enrique for Inter. Not the Lucho from PSG. Still pretty good, Luis Enrique, though. So, Rafinha, Hugo Larsson, Mathis Mugu. This is a good player. He's in the Blue Coast system. He went to Chelsea and didn't really feature anything, so they sent him back to Strasbourg on loan. He's a great player. Jeremy Doku, Mo Salah, 8-bit. Again, come on. Who doesn't like that? Ethan Nwaneri, recently loaned to Marseille. Denzel Dumfries, Conor Gallagher. Okay. We've only got the one numbered card so far. So hopefully we've got more fun things to share in the future here. Okay, Pedri, love the look of that card. That's a good looking card. Endrick, former major rookie chase. He's also been loaned to Ligue 1 with Lyon. He's looking pretty good so far. Morgan Gibbs-White, Andy Robertson, another 8-bit from Ronaldinho. Give me a numbered Ronaldinho 8-bit. Come on, please. Alejo Sarko from Leverkusen, Lewis Hall. I heard, speaking of Blazy Collects, I heard him say that this guy could be the future left back of England. George Elenikena. Okay. We gotta pull something nice here. I'm switching piles. I've been in the left hand pile. I'm going back to the right hand pile. Maybe that'll give me some more luck. Okay, Rodrigo. What is his future? Where is this guy going? Rodrigo, Politano, Weston McKennie, And this is a raindrop, teardrop, whatever, Guil Fernandez. I also got in the another refractor yellow. Looks really good on the last box I opened. So we have Guil Fernandez as one of the rookie chases from Barcelona. Claudio Echeverri, William Saliba, Iñaki Williams, Reece James. Okay, not any more luck there. Had the nice insert with the Guil Fernandez, but that's about it. Ousmane Diomande, this guy, rumor maybe, going to PSG. Great center back. Quim Janyet, Pablo Garcia, Divine Mukasa. Okay. Again, this is not going to be a card that gets a lot of money, but look at that thing from John Terry. What a legend. These cards, the autos of these legendary cards, these things are money. So I'm not going to I maybe put that in a sleeve, just a little penny sleeve right here. But those cards I think are just really great. They look awesome. That's why I say there's a lot of great designs in this Topps collection. You have a million cards that you get from one of these hobby boxes, but there's just a lot of fun stuff inside. Jamal Musiala, Joao Neves, and Federico DeMarco. Sorry, Federico. Last time I saw you play, PSG and Lucho's boys were eating you alive. Archie Gray, Tottenham, Yuri Tillmans, Ryan Gravenberch. And out of 75, black and white, Weston McKennie. Not the best player, but this is a cool looking card here. That's obviously going to make the list of top cards here, and I think Denzel Dumfries is getting kicked out. That's a good looking card. Look at that thing. Out of 75, black and white. You've got the sort of rainbow flush going on in the background. That's nice. We're going to take that in a second. Trophy chasers, Rodrigo Mora, Rio Hatate, Noe Adeji Sternberg, and Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore. Is he doing well in Scotland? Seems like a great prospect, but I haven't heard much of him. So here we go. We got Weston going into the top loader out of 75. That's not so bad, honestly. I mean, this is, again, not the best player, not the best card, but hey, I think that this is the game you play with these things. So Weston joins the elite hit squad from the Topps Flagship community. And we're going to put this John Terry in a little sleeve just to keep him safe. Looks good. Okay, so moving right along here, we are in, I see, a little preview. Ooh, these packs are hard to open. Got the Desiree Doué base card on the back here. Let's see what else we got. Jude Bellingham, maybe there's a raindrop in there. Jude Bellingham, Duranville, Vlahovic, and another Muka rookie teardrop. This time just the normal silver. Axel Tappe, PSG Academy product, went to Leverkusen. Probably would have gotten more playing time at PSG if he'd stuck around. Ben Parkinson, Muka, again, this is that. And then Desiree Doué of PSG. Champions of Europe. So I think that one of the cool things is that this product has a lot of just collector feel. So much of the higher end products have a lot of, let's call it a, I don't know, kind of like an investor feel to it. I always like that Flagship has kind of the feel of I just want the team set. I just want to build all the cards from a specific team that I can get in a given season. And I think that that's one of the things that actually I see it back here. There you go. I don't have this one. It didn't come in the hobby box I opened yesterday. So now I've got one more closer to collecting the PSG team set from this year. We're going to put that over there. Okay, Y transferred back to Liga with Nice recently. Jonathan David, Cucho, Federico DeMarco, Refractor, Raindrop, Declan Rice, Min-Jae Kim, and Cole Palmer. Is Cole healthy yet? It seems like it's been a tough season for him. Okay, we're still looking for our relic. We're still looking for our auto. Stanislas Lovatka, Murillo, Florian Weltz, Born Champ Minamino, and there it is, and it's a non-numbered Leonardo Spinazzola. That is not what we're looking for, unfortunately. So it is our auto. We got a Rio Hatate in the last box as our main pack, our main hit, and now we've got an auto Leonardo Spinazzola. This card game, opening boxes can be pretty brutal. I think that is one of the bigger disappointments. It's not even numbered. Oh, come on, Topps Flagship. Who are we kicking out? Let's kick out. well, Joe Linton, actually, unfortunately, even though we just pulled you. I'll bring you back at the end to go over the hits. We also have Michael Elise, João Rego, and Luca Mical from Monaco. Let's hope. I got high hopes for that. I got high hopes for that special pack, the Topps Chrome preview. Let's see what we got in there. Dean Heisen from Real Madrid, Guil Fernandez again, Ivan Perisic. Here is a numbered card of, oh no, it's actually just a refractor, nice one, of Rodrigo Mora, another really good young player for Porto. That's a good card. I'm going to stick that down there, put that in a penny sleeve. Martim Fernandez, Kenneth Taylor, Kengan Lee, Liam Delap. Let's go a little faster here. Brennan Johnson, Schlotterbeck, Ezaluzi, Erling Haaland, Roots. It's not numbered, but it looks like there's some funny stuff going on there. Steven Gerrard, nice card. Joe Linton, non-numbered. Bastoni and Sanadi from PSV Eindhoven. Man, I'm still reeling from that wonderful Spinazzola auto that I just pulled. Eich. Joe Bellingham, Dro. This guy's moving to PSG. We're going to keep Dro around as a rookie. Reagan Heskey, Schlerdrup, Trophy Chasers, Schlerdrup Normal, Konadu, Esposito, and Griezmann. There are some really cool Griezmann autos in this set where he's actually inscribed things, different messages. Seems like I will not be lucky enough to pull one of those today, given that I've already got my one guaranteed auto here. De Bruyne, Mbappe, McGinn, Frimpong, Roots, Ronaldo. See, look at this thing. This is such a cool card. This is such a cool card. I wish this was numbered, but that's what the Ronaldo Roots looks like. Malik Tillman, Giga, and Ousmane Dembele. We're going to put him on top. Ousmane Ballon d'Or. So, coming down to the wire here. 4 packs left, and then we've got our special pack. There's a Tottenham Hotspur Europa League winner. Hulmand, Pepe, Ouattara, Raindrop, Heisen. That's kind of cool. Anthony Gordon, Gyökeres, and Estevao Normal Estevao card. I still think I'm going to save that. Estevao, come on, that's got to be worth a couple of bucks here. Okay. Something in here, maybe. Felicismo, Kubarsi, Rogers, Slobotsai, Trophy Chasers, Luis Diaz, Martinelli, Harry Kane, Seni Mailulu. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bremer, Kendry Paez, Raindrop, Robertson, Mirasola, Alistair Johnson, Diamande, Levi Colwell. Okay, we got like a giant pack of these cards. That's the thing with this flagship. You get in a hobby, you get so many cards. Most of them are base, obviously. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, Alusesi, Ryan Cherokee. This looks like a numbered card, and it's a 250 Alistair Johnson. This has been a dismal box. Oh well, such is life. We have a Yaya Torres sort of Legends card. Love that. William Gomez, Mkhitaryan, Nuno Mendes. I've got to put this Alistair Johnson, such as it is, in a... What is with the Celtic special editions in these 2 boxes? I have 2 different boxes. And all the main cards that I've pulled, or many of the numbered cards that I've pulled, 3 out of like 7 have come from Celtic FC. Okay, so that one honestly isn't even making the list of the best cards I pulled across 2 boxes right now. So we're on our last pack here from the main, and then hopefully, could we salvage these 2 boxes with something big in the flagship edition pack here? Okay, Gavi, Bernardo Silva, Chris Wood, Born Champ Harry Kane, Alfonso Davies, Jota, Lautaro Martinez, and Nico Williams. Okay, now, not to build a suspense. It all comes down to this pack. I don't feel anything super thick. Okay, so there's definitely not a, some kind of relic in here. I don't even know if that was on the table. It looks like we have a numbered one. That's exciting. So this is what the ultimate stage, these Topps Chrome previews look like. I think the design is pretty cool. And compared to, it's very thick, compared to the normal, Leonard Carl rookie, by the way. Sorry, I just gave that away. This is another one of the major big chases in this set. Anyway, so here, Tonali, Leonard Carl, as I said. It looks like that next one's numbered, so we'll skip that back. We have Zanetti. We already had him. And it looks like we have an Ousmane Dembele as well in the base normal kind of cards here. Okay, so numbered. I just gave it away. Whoops about that. That's not so bad, actually. It's not great, but it certainly saves some things. Oh, out of 199, I thought it was 99. Jeez Louise. We have a Mo Salah Ultimate Stage out of 99. I like the green and red. That is a nice combo, and you have this little sparkle going on in the background. But geez, you would have hoped for better. You certainly would have hoped for better. Okay. The Leonard Carl is pretty good, honestly. He's another one of those big rookie chases that I've been speaking about in this set that you should be taking a look at. So I'll put that in a penny sleeve for sure and see what I can get. But let's just recap the cards from this set, this box here rather, because it's not actually a murderer's row, I don't think, of hits. So we have the numbered to 199 Mo Salah. We have the auto Spinazzola, non-numbered. We have the black and white to 75 Weston McKennie. We have the purple. It's a really cool looking card. It's just not very rare. Alistair Johnson. And then we have the to 99 Joel Linton. So there you have it. That is Topps Flagship UCC 25-26. I'm going to be back later this week with another video. I've been buying a lot of boxes. One of the things I really like as a collector are these older boxes, so like from a couple years ago. So I've got a couple of exciting things from Topps Chrome. I have an old Flagship box I'm going to open. I have a special edition Japanese Topps Chrome from last season that I'm going to open. So stay tuned. Really would love it if you liked and subscribed this video. This is Rabana Cards. Let's rip.